stand up and ask your question. That would be my advice. My advice also is to play PrizePicks using the promo code C3. If you go to PrizePicks, the most fun daily fantasy football sports site you can do, man, you'll have a great time. And you use the promo code C3, you get a 100% deposit bonus on your first time up to $100. And boy, even if they didn't sponsor this podcast, I'd still be playing it. I still would be playing it. I still am playing it, but I'm on like a 12 losing cooler right now. I am not going to lie. I can't get one right, folks. But thankfully, I've gotten a ton right before, so I'm still in big time plus money. But I need a big one, folks. And guess what? This is the week. Patrick Mahomes going into the Super Bowl is a free pick. We got to get the most of our money for this right now. Free square. We putting the 20 on this tonight, guys. Up to a $20, I believe, on these promotional things. We need one other in the Super Bowl. Look at this. You're getting what Patrick Mahomes would normally be $285.5. You're getting it for free. We need another pick. So, do we go Jalen Hurts over, less than? Do we go to the rushing Miles Sanders 53.5?
Do touchdowns go up?
Touchdowns. Passing?
1.5 for Jalen Hurts?
Passing.
Yeah,
that's 3.5 for both of them, though, y'all. Look at that. 4 touchdowns. That means both of them throw for 2 touchdowns.
Ooh, like that one.
And there's also the yards combined for those two. I think it was only like 527, which is only like 200.
Do we like that? Look, do we like the combined here?
I do.
Or do we like an individual? I think the combined safer here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Mahomes goes off and throws 4, you still win.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like 3 points.
I like that one, Greg.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I also like Jalen Hurts at 1.5.
Oof. 5. These are some good numbers right here. Goddard. You like Goddard? He's kind of up and down. He had look. Oh, he's had the numbers, man. He's good.
Yeah.
Is this the battle of the tight ends? Goddard, 5 catches. Can it happen?
Hey, what about rushing yards?
Let's see what it is. Look at that one.
Yo, but dude, I don't know if y'all noticed,
21.5.
but Isaiah Pacheco, that dude is a badass, man. That dude runs hard as hell.
Right?
He's a fast rookie as hell. Yeah, he was like a 7th round draft pick.
Yeah,
dude, the Chiefs.
Be careful. You don't know. They don't ever run the ball, man. They never run the ball. They're almost like the Eagles. I don't like to bet on to project the Eagles running back. They always get rushing yards, but you never know who they're coming from.
Yeah, it's just
like,
it's the running back by committee there.
And Jalen Hurts counts into that. Ooh, look at this. That's a good number right here. This is a fucking incredible number.
What about field goals made?
Yeah, I'll say field goals made is always a fun one to look at too.
Man, this has burnt me. I fucking hate this one.
So each of them got to make 2.
I've got.
Yeah,
on that. I ain't trying to fuck with it.
How many? See how many? No, go to see how many bunkers had.
I do have
goals made to the right.
1.5. Oh.
I would do it, but that's just me.
I know.
Do you think Philly's defense can stop them enough to kick field goals?
Yes.
Basically, is what that's going to boil down to.
Dude, apparently Philadelphia, they're doing some all-time shit on defense.
Well, we went over that stat the other week, and I was talking about how they were second behind the Bears, and I was looking at that, and I had to go back and look at it further. Like the Bears had 72, and they had 70 over the regular season. Yeah, the Bears played 14 games that season. For regular season, I think, and the Eagles played 17.
This one's scary.
3 more games to almost.
You know what? I feel better about Miles Sanders over 63 than I do Goddard over 5 catches. There's too many mouths to feed that you don't know where it's going to happen. And
you can get that in one play, 63.5.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
easiest
golden
shit
right
in the
there.
world,
That's
right
golden.
there, man.
Boom. We got it.
Take it.
This is our entry.
$1,000.
Ooh. You know what? I think we only get a $20 max for that.
25, I
Oh,
think,
you're
right?
allowed to,
Is it 25?
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing
25.
it.
Can
Oh, I
I
picked
you
the same
can't-
player twice.
Oh,
Oh,
you
this
got Patrick
one.
Mahomes
Yeah,
in there. It's a double.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Go get your other one that you wanted. The Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh, you've already got
you
Sanders
already
in
got
there.
that. Okay.
Got him.
Don't
Don't like that.
What's
I
the
don't like
interceptions look like?
that. Ooh, that's a good one. Mahomes won.
You already got Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, you
on,
can't do
so,
him.
Dang. How about pass
Rush
attempts?
This is an under right here. This is a less than 10.
Yeah.
You think he's going to run more than 11 times?
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, that's why you're saying it's an under.
Dude.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. I would also
Yeah.
do the passing touchdowns too, but that's just me.
For who? That was only we already did that.
For Hurts.
Where?
He thinks
Passing
Hurts is going to throw for 2
Yeah, and
touchdowns at least. And he may.
1.5.
What do he throw
Think he's
for?
gonna throw 2. What's better, chat? 2, less than. That's a lot of rushes, bro.
No, you're right.
But they don't have to
It
be
is-
designed. So it could just be a scramble. That's a rush.
Still a
Gain
lot.
1 yard.
How many have Hurts gotten? Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
Like,
really?
he doesn't
Wait, that's
throw a ton of
passing
touchdowns.
touchdowns. That's passing touchdowns.
He doesn't throw a ton
Oh,
of touchdowns. Yeah.
how do we get back to that? What was it? Rushing
Go back
attempts?
to rushing attempts.
Where the hell is it? Rush, pass. Right here.
You lost it. It's not there anymore.
Oh, that one's close. That
Yeah,
might not
I
feel
know.
as good. Actually, I don't
Yeah.
like
I
that.
told you, man.
I don't
That's
feel that
rough.
good.
I would do the passing touchdowns.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're going with it.
All right. We'll see what happens.
I think it's going to be less on that. I'm going back to that Russian one later. I'm going. I ain't going to place just one on that.
But yeah, hey, download PrizePicks today and play daily fantasy sports with us. Make sure you use the promo code C3 when you sign up. All first-time users that deposit and use our C3 promo code receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. If you deposit 100, PrizePicks will give you 100. If you deposit 50, PrizePicks will give you 50. That's PrizePicks.com, promo code C3. If you want to help support us, support our sponsors, man.
Hey,
We love
did you see it's Matt Corral's birthday?
I damn
boy.
sure did.
Holy cow. We're shouting them out right now. Thank you, brother. We got to be on top of this chat. You guys got to message me. One of the things I want to do is start putting out happy birthday shorts to like all Panther
I
players.
know that
and stuff.
it's his birthday.
Oh,
Shit, all right.
well, you
I
got to
already
message
wished
me.
Cody's the GM.
Man, by the way,
Look at that.
I've
Cody's a
already got 100. I got 176 likes on this bad boy.
That's real. That's real, bro. And Cody knows how to fucking work Twitter. Let's go to one more call. I think this is the last one of the night. And unless somebody screams at me for missing some, I'm not playing stuff from 6
What's
days
going
ago.
on, family? D. Sanford, North Carolina.
What up, dude?
I was waiting for this. I had to chime in on this one. I'm highly optimistic, very highly optimistic, but cautious. I don't want to get my heart broken. I'm like that jaded girl that's done been in a bunch of bad relationships, and now here's something that looks really attractive and good. Don't know if I can put all my heart into it, but I'm going to sit back and wait and have nothing but high optimism. I like the fact that they mentioned Foreman. It makes me feel the big old Deontay coming back. We get Bozeman back, gets Burns back. I think this is a sexy and attractive hire for us just off of the grounds that we have talent here. We have quite a bit of talent here. Frank Reich, he's got to be a good evaluator of talent. Like, come on, he's been on the Super Bowl Eagles team. He's played in this league. He's done a lot. I just feel like at the end of the day, Frank Reich, at least for the press conference, the feel, the vibe, how everything went, that maybe we have found our dude to lead us to the promised land. I'm going to be continuing to pray for it. I'm also just so highly excited and interested to see what kind of moves that we're going to make in the off season, free agent wise, and also our draft strategy. But Sean Payton, we all knew the Saints really weren't going to do business with us. They knew that Sean Payton was not going to go against them twice a year, and we really didn't need to give up that compensation for him. So at the end of the day, I'm quite happy on the decision that they made. Keep pounding.
That's the call of the night for me in some ways. I mean, he really hit a lot of good points on the head.
Yep.
And I guess maybe we should just talk briefly about Sean Payton going to the Denver Broncos, D'Amico Ryans. I mean, we kind of mentioned this earlier, and I think he's just right. It was kind of silly. It would have been overboard for us, I think, to do it. And CK has been the voice of reason on this for weeks and weeks about the Sean Payton stuff, is that we just were looking for a splash. And I think we got a good car. It's like you're 16 years old and you want your parents to come home with a sports car, but they come home with a nice vehicle for you when you're 16 instead of something that's flashy on the outside and costs too much for you to maintain going forward. I don't know. I don't even, the weirdest part about the Broncos shit, guys, is that they barely wanted Sean Payton.
That's the weird part about that. I love this, way that this went down, because it tells me that, the part of it is reasonable, right? Why give up another first round? I mean, they're already reeling from giving up so much for Russell Wilson. Why give up something for somebody that that's going to be free next year, or go after a guy like D'Amico Ryans, who's highly sought after as well? I just, I find that it's absolutely hysterical. It's like the opposite of what happened with us with Rule. Rule is the Broncos in this situation. Rule, got our offer. He went to the Giants first to say, hey, listen, I'd like to try, but you're not interested. Yeah, we're going to go with you, Carolina. It's kind of the opposite, right?
They let him hang out there.
Yeah.
I do think this is the necessary move for the Broncos. I don't think they have the luxury of working with a coach who's unproven time in this. They already tried that this past year. They've leveraged all that shit for Russell Wilson. It needs to work. It needs to work now. If you're the Broncos, it can't work in 3 or 4 years. You can't come in here and say, oh, well, you're going to give this coach time to build around this.
Right.
And so you're going to bring in a guy that you believe that the expectations are there for him to win at any season and any moment, and not that, slow, steady the course. That's my feeling there.
But listen to this, because look at what all the Broncos went through to not hire Sean Payton. Like, it seemed like they were actively trying to get anyone other than Payton. So this is via Ian Rappaport. Unbelievable. The Broncos spent today trying to hire D'Amico Ryans again today before he recommitted to the Texans. When he agreed to terms with the Texans, they moved and finalized Sean Payton. So there's Ryans. They secretly tried to lure Jim Harbaugh away from Michigan.
Not secretly. We all watched it happen.
Hold on. I mean, no. I mean, apparently after the whole D'Amico Ryans thing.
Okay. So
they got on a plane. Yeah, they got on a plane to Michigan. Hold on, but then it's hilarious. They negotiated a Sean Payton deal and then tried to hire D'Amico Ryans again. They tried to convince him to come away from the Texans and come back to the Denver Broncos. And when that didn't happen, only then did they finalize the hire of Payton as their new head coach. Now
he can do whatever he wants, though. Now he's got their balls in a fucking vice grip.
Yeah, but dude, in my mind, after giving up the amount of trade capital that they did for Russell Wilson, they did not want to do it again for sure. And that they had no choice. They had to.
Yeah, they put all their eggs in the basket of of these three coaches, and the fact that that it was down to one left. They were kind of forced into this, and I love the fact that people are praising the Saints and their back office for getting them what they did for Sean Payton. I'm like, dude, like they did absolutely nothing. This was going to happen regardless of whether they were like they just had to answer a phone call. And honestly, the fact that the reported asking price for him was 2 first-round draft picks and they didn't get it. I don't understand why everybody's just jumping on this bandwagon of the Saints just did this incredible thing. They basically just took a first-round draft pick.
It is nice to get a first-round draft pick for a guy that doesn't want to be your coach anymore. That's pretty cool.
And when you didn't have one,
right?
You didn't have
they don't
one.
have one.
That's
a 2024 one.
As we're talking about trades,
no, they had one. No, they had one in 2023. They had a late round draft pick.
They gave it. I think they got it from somebody for Chubb. They got it from the Dolphins for Bradley Chubb.
For Chubb.
That's how they got it. Because they shouldn't have any draft picks because of the Russell Wilson, but they got number 1 for Chubb. That's how they did this.
Trade a 1 for. They traded a
they
second
did.
For
they
Chubb.
gave a 1 and a 2 for Sean Payton and a 2. Yeah, they got a first round.
Mm-hmm.
They gave a
first round. They gave a first round, but it was
this year's first, next year's second, and they get and the Broncos get Sean Payton and they get the Saints next year's second.
I see it.
Go into this. Can we shift real quickly to quarterback news throughout the NFL as we look at free agents?
Well, we still had two more slides.
I thought that was a slide that we were going to talk about with Derek Carr and now the trading. We were just talking about trading. I just want to bring this up that Derek Carr has. I read a story on The Athletic today that said Derek Carr, they have not given him permission to seek a trade. So when you brought up Sean Payton out there working for himself, he was on the beat. He was out there courting people. The Saints, like you said, just sat back there and waited. The Raiders have not granted Derek Carr permission to seek a trade, but they have to trade him by February 15th, the new league year start, or if he goes into free agency, they get fucked. They got to pay a ton of money. But this is what I read, is that they don't want him working on his own trade deal because they're worried that his agent may be kind of saying, well, if we don't get the trade done, this is what we'll sign for in free agency. So they're worried that him out there lobbying for his so-called trade could screw them. He's going to get paid from the Raiders anyway if he doesn't get traded. So they're trying to keep him away. That's all I was saying, is that the Raiders right now have to get something for Derek Carr or they get screwed. They're going to get screwed financially anyway. They don't want, and they're worried about it. They need to get something. So he will come cheap. Cody, what's next?